I never expected that day to end with me in a hospital bed, staring at the ceiling and questioning everything I thought I knew about my life. Started like any other day. I was grinding through the final stretch of my shift, mentally calculating what needed to get done once I got home. Homework with the kids, dinner, maybe another uncomfortable silence with Anna before bed. Nothing new. But then, without warning, the world tilted. My chest tightened like a vice, my vision blurred, and before I knew it, I was on the ground, gasping for air as everything around me faded into a low hum. The doctors later called it a distress-induced episode. Translation: my body hit the breaking point. Too much work. Too little rest. An emotional load I didn't even realize I was carrying had finally crushed me. And yeah, it added up. The long hours, the constant pressure of being the rock, the quiet war zone my marriage had become. It had all taken a toll. But it wasn't just physical exhaustion. It was something deeper. Something that drained the life out of me day by day. Anna and our marriage was like a house that looked fine from the outside but was hollow and crumbling on the inside. The worst part: there wasn't even a fight to save it anymore. The yelling, the accusations, those had faded months ago. Now there was just silence. Not peaceful silence. The kind that screamed of absence. An emotional void where love used to be. Still, even as I lay there, hooked up to monitors and IVs, I held on to one thought. I had to get better, for the kids. They were my anchor, the only thing that still made sense in my life. Then it happened. The moment everything shattered. The doctor came in to update Anna on my condition. I wasn't asleep, just lying there with my eyes closed, trying to hold on to a shred of calm. Maybe she thought I couldn't hear. Or maybe she just didn't care anymore. "He'll be fine," the doctor said, scanning my chart. "He just needs rest. And less stress. Ideally, anything contributing to emotional strain should be reduced." Anna gave a short, dry laugh, sharp and humorless. "Well, that's ironic," she muttered. Then, quieter, almost like she was speaking to herself but loud enough to hear, she added, "He's not even the father of my kids anyway." I stopped breathing. For a split second, I told myself I'd misheard. Maybe the meds were playing tricks on me. Maybe I'd dreamt it. But no. Those words were real. They cut through the room like a blade, leaving behind a silence so heavy it was deafening. The doctor froze, his expression shifting from clinical calm to something closer to shock. He looked at me, probably assuming I was still unconscious, then turned to Anna and said something I'll never forget. "You should know," he said, his voice level. "Your husband has a very rare blood type. One that neither you nor any potential biological father could pass down unless he was the father. There's no ambiguity. Biologically, those children are his." The color drained from Anna's face. Her jaw dropped slightly. She looked like someone had sucker punched her. Her hands gripped the side of the chair, shaking. I opened my eyes. Slowly, deliberately. I wanted her to see me. To know I'd heard every word. I sat up, my body aching, but the pain was irrelevant now. What mattered was the truth. "You lied," I said quietly. My voice wasn't angry. Not yet. It was hollow, stunned. "You wanted me to believe they weren't mine." "Why?" Her eyes welled with tears, but I couldn't tell if it was guilt or fear. I didn't mean it," she whispered. "I was angry." "Angry?" Echoed. "Angry enough to tear apart everything we built. To make me question my own children." I shook my head, the weight of her betrayal pressing down on me like a mountain. "That's not anger, Anna. That's cruelty." She covered her face with her hands, sobbing now. "I thought you were cheating," she said, her voice breaking. "You were so distant, always working late, always tired. I convinced myself you had someone else. And when I made my mistake, I told myself it didn't matter. That we were even." I stared at her, numb. "But I never cheated," I said. "Not once. I worked late for us. For the kids. For a future I thought we still had. For a marriage that clearly meant more to me than it did to you." She reached for my hand, but I pulled away. In that moment, the pain I felt wasn't rage. It wasn't even heartbreak. It was something deeper, hollowing out. The realization that no matter how much I loved her, no matter how hard I worked, it wasn't enough. Maybe it never had been. The doctor quietly excused himself, giving us space. But the damage was already done. Anna wiped her face, desperate. "Please," she begged. "Don't give up on us. I was wrong. I was stupid. I let my insecurities ruin everything." I ran a hand through my hair and sighed. "I don't even know who you are anymore," I admitted. "But I do know one thing." She stared at me, holding her breath. "I deserve better than this." Her face crumbled. And for the first time in years I felt free. It's been months since that day. The divorce papers are nearly finalized. The kids are adjusting better than I expected. I've kept the details from them. They don't need to know. What matters is they know I love them. That's one truth that's never wavered. As for Anna, she's still trying. Messages, apologies, requests to talk. But I've made my decision. I look in the mirror now and I see a man who gave his all. A man who refused to be broken by betrayal. And that, to me, is enough. So if this story resonated with you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching Breakup Cheater, where truth meets the shadows.